Hey everyone, Quentin here. I'm Goodegg Investments Real Estate Accelerator Manager, and I'm joined today by Megan Lamke, who is celebrating her daughter's graduation from preschool. So she's now officially got a kindergartner. Super excited to have our Real Estate Accelerator live today. Today, we're going to be focusing on the top 5 reasons to become a capital raiser. Now, Megan herself was a capital raiser before joining the forces at the Goodegg team here with us. So she'll have a lot of insights that we can dive into in a bit. But first, let's start off on what are some compelling reasons to become a capital raiser. So starting off, I just wanted to touch on what are some reasons for change. A lot of the times with a lot of the coaching members that come to us to join our RIA program, a lot of them are burnt out. A lot of them are working overtime. We have a lot of busy doctors, tech workers, high paying W-2 jobs that are taking 60, 70, 80-hour weeks to do their jobs. And that just isn't sustainable. So a lot of them are looking for more, looking for a change, looking for something different to do things than what they're usually used to. Even in the time of COVID, people are sick of going into the physical office. You got a little taste of what it's like to work remotely, and maybe that's something that fits your lifestyle a lot more. So if this sounds like you and you're interested in becoming a capital raiser, getting into the multifamily or real estate syndication space, and some of these things really resonate with you, maybe it's time to start looking at what are some other options for you specific to capital raising and starting a business in that area. So Megan, I'll let you take it away as we dive into some of the top 5 reasons why you might want to be a capital raiser. Go ahead.
So here's some of the top 5 reasons. They can work from anywhere. Literally, I'm a perfect example of this right now. We are currently at a lake in Minnesota at the beach, working from anywhere. You get to have that ultimate freedom of geographic location. You can set your own schedule. So you get to decide when you work, when you don't work, when you look to raise money from investors, what hours you're not raising money. I've heard of some colleagues of ours who have been able to homeschool because they purely focused on capital raising, and they're trying to reach investors evenings and weekends, which meant they could spend more time with their kids during the day. You get to be your own boss. So you're not answering to, maybe a boss that you don't 100% agree with their leadership or management style. It's really, you're becoming an entrepreneur. This is your book of business. You get to decide who you work with and what you work on. So that's really exciting. And then there's unlimited earning potential. So with many sales types of jobs, the capital raisers for real estate syndications, you can earn as much as you want. You're the only limiting factor on how well you're able to initiate prospecting conversations and close and follow up with investor leads. And so really the sky's the limit on that, and what you negotiate with general partners or sponsorship and management groups. And then as capital raisers, a lot of times you're negotiating to receive a portion of the general partnership, and there's some pretty significant tax advantages for that. I'm not a CPA, but go talk to your CPA about that. And there's some pretty significant tax advantages when you're an entrepreneur and own your own business, like write-offs that you can take, itemizations. Again, I'm speaking from my own personal background, but you definitely want to talk to a CPA. I personally use the real estate CPA, so Brandon Hall's team. And they're great. But those are some of the top 5 reasons that I've experienced. Quentin, what about you? What have you heard of, or other reasons why people decide to become a capital raiser?
Yeah, I would say another big one is a lot of people, whether they're working a busy job as a doctor, lawyer, whatever, or even in tech, they've built this great network of people. And as they've gone into real estate, built up their own little portfolio and had success, people want to learn from them. People want to follow in their footsteps and see the ways that they've been able to change the trajectory of their family's life, their personal finances, all for the better. So a lot of the times, if you're kind of one of those, call it a figurehead as far as going against the norm of working that 9 to 5, that normal W-2 until you retire, people want to follow that, and you should leverage that experience and that success that you have and share it with the world. At the end of the day, with Goodegg and our Real Estate Accelerator program, being able to help others on their own personal finance, their wealth journey, to live that better life by design is really another big thing that we see with a lot of people coming to our Real Estate Accelerator program.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. That was beautifully said, Quentin. So really, if you're ready to start taking the next step, what we want to encourage you to do is test out what it would be like to become a real estate syndicator or capital raiser by joining our free 5-day challenge. So Quentin will go ahead and put the link in the chat. But if you are looking for help with your marketing and a simple step-by-step guide of how to set up your business, your brand, your marketing automations, and your advertising to position yourself to be that capital raiser for large multifamily syndications or storage solutions or whatever floats your boat, go check out that real estate accelerator challenge. It's just a simple 5-day course. And then from there, if you haven't done so already, we highly encourage that you go apply for the Real Estate Accelerator coaching and mentorship program. From there, we have a whole bunch of different options that can fit every single person's budget and timeline. And so, Quentin, I don't know if you want to unpack kind of our done with you, done for you options there.
Yeah, so we have two different offerings. Our Diamond is our top tier where we can set up your entire brand, education, investor funnels. It's really kind of just a business in a box. So we can kind of help you take this from an idea of, hey, I want to be a capital raiser to let's accelerate the timeline and get you to a business that Goodegg created 3 years ago. And just really make that help position yourself as a thought leader with a really polished professional website and brand. Our tier below that, our RIA Gold, is done with you, where we give you all of the resources in RIA Diamond, and then we help kind of guide you along as you implement those with your website, your CRM tools, automations in your business, so that you can really go out there and spend your time talking with investors, helping those people along their journey to building wealth through real estate, and get them into their own personal life by design that they're really looking for.
Awesome. So for that, Quentin, if you want to go ahead and hit the next slide, if you're interested in that information, go ahead and go to therealestateaccelerator.com and hit the apply button. And then from there, you'll get a call scheduled with a member of our team who will talk you through what's your big goal or why that you're trying to do this and which plan works best for your budget and for your timeline. We're happy to help and answer any additional questions that you guys have. But that's the end of today's Real Estate Accelerator Live.
Awesome. Thank you, Megan. And if anyone in the chat has any questions that they want to have answered, feel free to throw them in there now. We've got a couple minutes to answer anything that come up. Another thing we'd be super interested in, why did you become a capital raiser? For any of you guys in the chat, feel free to drop us a little insight into what got you to where you are today. All right. Well, if we don't, oh, here we go with capital raising sole focus. Do you recommend or guide your students to register with FINRA? Megan, that's a great question for you. I know you have
Great question.
a lot of experience there.
I do have a lot of experience there. So, yes, I highly recommend that if you are going to function solely as a capital raiser, that you go through the FINRA path. So you get your SIE, your Series 82, your Series 22, your Series 63, and then you're essentially like a licensed free agent. You can do raise capital for whomever you want, whenever you want, and collect a commission. However, some people are looking at getting general partnership experience, and so they insert themselves as a member of a general partnership team and function on raising capital as their main contribution to that ongoing partnership. They might also help with ongoing marketing or ongoing asset management and have some sort of substantive role on the general partner team going forward. Because you can't just get paid straight up to be a capital raiser on a percentage if you are not licensed. So there's more information about that on the SEC website and FINRA website. If you have questions, I'd highly encourage you to just go ahead and you can send us an email. Quentin can put it in the chat. I'm happy to point you to any directions and resources around that. But the way that we've also seen people show up is they create a special purpose vehicle or an SPV fund of fund. And if you are your own fund of fund manager, you do not need to be a licensed capital raiser because you're managing your own fund. There's different rules and regulations for FINRA that help you with that. And so again, we did a whole bunch of this deep dive on the Goodegg YouTube channel. So I would highly recommend going to that to look at our real live topics as well as our Goodegg live topics. And we've broken out special courses with fund to fund, SPV, can you legally raise capital, how to do it legally and ethically, all of that. But great question. Hopefully that helps. All right. Well, if there's no other questions, we wish you guys all a sunny side up day and we hope to see you next Friday.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.